Hey guys, how's it going? So, I guess ShoeOnHead and Skeptic have called it quits. And really, personally, not really something I'm super interested in talking about. I'm just kind of here to tell you why Shoe deleted her Twitter. I don't think it's any kind of conspiracy theory. No, I don't think it's because she's too far left or something like that and came to some realization. There's a lot of weird rumors out there about it. The information took me about 10 minutes to find. I had no idea they broke it off. I don't know. It's really strange. Apparently, he says he still loves her and she loves him, but they just can't make long distance work. I think that's kind of stupid, to be honest. I don't know. To me, it's got to be something more than that, just in my opinion. If he says it's not, I mean, his word's better than mine without a doubt. He's in the relationship. I'm not, or he knows more about it. I mean, clearly, I guess he's not either, but you get what I'm saying. To me, I don't know, personally, I would just think it would be shallow to break it off just because of distance only. Everything else is perfect, but just the distance. Can't stand it anymore. It's like, well, maybe make some moves into actually closing that distance. I would think it would be that simple. It's what I would have done. I don't know, I believe it or not, me and my wife got together through much more difficult circumstance than a long-distance relationship. And unlike these two here, I'm not going to get into it by any means. What me and my wife went through to get together was unbelievably difficult, and we made it work. So I don't really sympathize with that too much. And the reason why I don't is because some of the comments that Skeptic kind of makes about this is a little strange to me, a little disturbing. I'll get into that, but I don't know. It's really weird. So I want to talk about mainly why I kind of don't really watch them anymore. Skeptic's Jordan Peterson video was a disaster. I did a video, I'll link it below, going over it. I don't remember everything off the top of my head, but I do remember, sitting there thinking, this contradicts almost every single thing that he's ever really said or done or believed on his channel, so it was a real shock. And I think they got, him and Shoe both just made an extreme left turn out of nowhere. They didn't go full extreme left, but they made quite the left turn and just out of nowhere. So, to me, it was more of a bit of pandering because they got tired of being called alt-right, and they got tired of being associated with people that they were, I don't know, starting to perceive as alt-right or something like that. Like Sargon, they kind of turned their back on him, Jeremy Hambley. And it's interesting whenever Skeptic has the balls to call somebody an idiot, and I'll show you up here. I was scrolling down to find exactly when they broke it off. I think it was on the 22nd, So it's, but it's really, really strange. Like I said, he's kind of back in the dating game, almost that close. Did they break it off months ago and just not announce it till now? I don't know. They're acting like it just happened, So, I mean, one guy said, sad to hear, especially since you both still love each other. I don't know the process, and you probably tried, but did you not try to immigrate? Suppose it's not really my business. And he's like, we were very close to moving to Colorado, but it fell apart. I mean, why would it? I don't know why it would fall apart. Maybe there's probably something. Sorry, please read. Let's see. And this may be the whole reasoning, actually. I didn't really see this. Sorry, please read. I spent a lot of time debating if I should write this, but some people have already made this their business, and I want to make sure you hear it from me and not from an image board like usual. Okay. June, ShoeOnHead and I ended our relationship. This was not an easy decision, and it did not happen overnight. The border lockdown was not the reason, though. I can't deny it played a part. We were together for 5 years, and we were long distance the entire time. If you've seen our videos together, you would recognize that we are best friends and have an amazing comic chemistry together. Our relationship was almost surreal. It was so perfect. We obviously had ups and downs. It was so perfect. It doesn't sound like it was so perfect. I mean, I don't know. That's strange to me. But things got harder, and we got really good at hiding the difficult side of things. However, Over time, the distance between us started, and it became too much of a burden. I was always stressed about traveling. She was always stressed about not being able to make videos while she was in Canada. Why couldn't she make videos while in Canada? That's really strange to me. We've both wanted so badly to keep our relationship going for so many reasons. Obviously, it meant a lot to some of you, and we didn't like to disappoint. Nah, it's really none of my business. I don't care if y'all are together or not, honestly. But the main reason was we were smart enough to recognize just how special our relationship was. So special to break it off? I don't understand this. Also, I really fell in love with her family, and her mom became like a mom to me. I know it was heartbreaking them, so we've been just sitting in pain for over 120 days. We were already in a bad state. Okay, I see. And it just became obvious that it was finally over. I want to make it clear that neither of us did anything wrong. I mean, I guess that's just up for debate. I don't know. Neither of us betrayed each other. We are not mad at each other or feel any kind of negativity. We simply hit a point where we could not carry each other anymore. We were both defeated. Man, this is such a silly burden. I mean, I get not being with each other, but damn, like, I don't know. It's strange to me. This is legitimately tragic because we know in a perfect world where there was an invisible line between us, we could have made it work and it would have been something amazing. This is why it was so hard to agree to end it. This is such a stupid reason to break up. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. At least he knows. But our batteries are both dead now. And we can't recharge each other anymore. Man, that's so silly. Seriously, that's so silly. Essentially what he's saying is he would much rather have someone that's just close to him, even if it means losing the perfect person. That's really shallow and dumb to me, honestly. It's, we're just going to break it off. And do you know how I know it's that? I'll show you guys how I know exactly that it's that. I know I don't have to say this to our fans, followers, such amazing people, but be respectful and show June lots of support, even though she deleted her Twitter. She's still an amazing person. I am so sorry to June. I'm so sorry, June. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry, family. Geez, I just hope June doesn't end up with Vosh of all people, you know? But anyway, so that's his whole reasoning. I don't really have any reason to disbelieve it. I mean, I do have my reasons to disbelieve it, but I can't say that I'm right. But anyway, he's like, all of Shoe's followers right now, everybody's trying to get with her, of course, and that's not surprising. But this is what bothered me the most of anything. You know, he's like, what an idiot. Holy shit, this man. In my mind, we will never live down in the time he complained that a 14-year-old girl wasn't sexy enough in a show marketed to kids. And that is not the context. Skeptic is so good about taking things out of context now, like an SJW. It's really freaking frustrating. But he's talking about flirting is dead. It's all rape now. And he says, apparently I picked a bad time to re-enter the dating world. The fact that you've just re-entered the dating world after all this really shows how shallow the relationship was, in my opinion. To me, that's a little ridiculous to just immediately move on and all this. The reason why your batteries are dead, man, in my opinion here, is you didn't ever give a break to let them recharge and try. I don't know, it's so shallow and he's too old for this. You know what I mean? So anyway, again, another comment out of context, and let's see exactly, Skeptic sharing an out of context screenshot of a half tweet. Please, the irony is delicious. No joke. Let me explain the context. He's doing videos right now, if you go to his channel and watch, that any guy that's flirting with a chick at a con immediately turns him in for rape. So apparently flirting is rape now. Way to take that out of context, Skeptic. Why'd I say Armored? Skeptic just takes it right out of context, just like the majority of the Jordan Peterson stuff. Like I said, I do a video, and I'll link it down below. It's really, really ridiculous how hard he's pandering to be left-wing. Who gives a shit if somebody calls you left-wing or right-wing? I know I'm a left-wing libertarian. I know where I'm at. And if somebody calls me a right-winger, I'm just like, you're an idiot. I don't have to prove anything, and I don't have to start pandering to these fucks in order to, perceive, for people to perceive what I'm not. It's just, it's really, really stupid. It's really, really, really silly. And this is why I don't really like or respect Armored Skeptic anymore. I mean, he even decided in the Jordan Peterson video to bring up the whole Skeptic clones again after he was completely debunked and had to apologize for it. Now, in all fairness, I couldn't tell if he was joking or not, but that's how honestly bad it was. I was looking for the context to be like, surely he's joking about this, right? He didn't just think time would delete that? But I don't know. It's just a joke. He probably thought it was funny coincidence to see now that he's single. Well, this was a joke and could have been fine. This, you calling him an idiot? Again, over an out of context thing, he didn't comment on this at all about a 14-year-old girl wasn't sexy enough in a show marketed to kids. That never happened, Skeptic. That never happened. He was upset that the character model had been changed to look more like a man for an asexual kind of representation. And they're pandering, and that's what a lot of these people doing these styles of shows are doing. They're trying to make it not offensive by not really showing it's a girl. She doesn't have to have monstrous tits or anything like that, but she sure as hell doesn't look like a girl here. This literally looks like Thor. Literally looks like Thor with a froofy kind of skirt, and that's the only way you can tell the difference. That's it. You know, just, it's really strange. And we know that they're doing it on purpose. If they weren't doing it on purpose and they drew it out like this without any kind of pandering in any way, shape, or form towards SJW type groups, you know what I mean? Be fine. And honestly, personally, I don't really care because if I find something I don't like, I'm just not going to watch it. That's why I don't really cover cartoons that are doing censorship and stuff like that, or, you know, SJW pandering. I'm just like, I'm just not going to watch it. I'm not going to deal with it. So, I don't know. It's really strange to me. I mean, you are taking that out of context. That's really unlike you. A lot of people are shocked by it, but I don't think people have kept up with Skeptic for the past 6 months. I don't know. And the most ironic thing at the end that I'm going to kind of stop this with is how hard ShoeOnHead and Skeptic there took offense during Sargon's live stream, or after Sargon's live stream when they got together, when people are like, oh, he's too old for you, Shoe. You know, this is only a fleeting relationship. And they're like, no, it's not. This isn't going to end. We're going to get married and all that other stuff. And it's, I don't know. Hindsight's 20/20, I suppose. Maybe, instead of always being on the defensive, Skeptic, take what some people say and think about it. You know what I'm saying? Stop taking things out of context. If somebody says something, try to figure out why they said it. You're not very good at that. And that's why your videos are falling flat these days. And I know that's a big reason. I get it. I get why he switched to trying to do more sciencey stuff. Because he was really getting his ass kicked on the political spectrum because he would just get a lot of things wrong and insert a lot of ideology. But even whenever you break down Jordan Peterson there and you try to do it in a scientific way, it's really, I don't know. I just really wish that he would pull the ideology out of it. Stop trying to insert an ideology and just look into how it is and why it was told the way it was. Like I said, his Jordan Peterson video was such a, it was awful. And as we could see here, just to show it at the very end. Yeah, her account's deleted. If y'all want any, want to speculate why, it's simple. She doesn't want people bothering her. She's probably torn up about it. Just saying. As for Skeptic, I don't know why you've already jumped the gun here and you're kind of joking about this already. It's odd to me. I don't know. It's strange. Very, very strange. I'm not going to pretend that I know everything about this or that I know anything about it, but I did give my opinion, and that's about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.